Good morning, my dear students. And in the last class, we have already started that chemical kinetics, that is chapter competitive. And let us start today in this class. That is, in the last class we have already discussed about the order of the reaction and molecularity of the reaction, and we have already taken the differences between the order and also molecularity of the reaction. And here, based on the order of the reaction, for example, what is this mean by this order of the reaction? It is just nothing but the sum of the powers of the concentration terms of reactants in a rate equation is called as what generally order of the reaction. And here, for example, if the sum of the powers becomes 0, then the order of the reaction is called as what? Zero order reaction. If the sum of the powers becomes 1, then the order of the reaction is what? First order. Similarly, if it is 2, second order. So now, let us, today in this class, we will discuss, so we are clearly discussing about the integrated rate equation for zero order reaction. Actually, this integrated rate equation for a zero order reaction we can write directly. The equation we have K is equal to or K naught is equal to R naught minus R by T. Derivation cannot be asked in the examination, right, in the competitive, but we require this last equation. But how we are deriving this equation, let us will now. And what is meant by the zero order reaction? The rate of the reaction in which the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the zeroth power of concentration of reactants, because the sum of the power should be become so much 1. Therefore, the rate of the reaction in which, that is, the rate of the reaction directly proportional to the zeroth power of the concentration of the reactants. So those reactions are called as what? Zero order reaction. For example, we are taking one hypothetical reaction, or consider a reaction. We are taking the reaction is R gives rise to the P. And rate for this equation is written as, in terms of reactants minus dr by dt. The rate is directly proportional to what? Zeroth power of the concentration of reactant. Therefore, according to the law of mass action, the rate of the reaction minus dr by dt is directly proportional to what? Zeroth power of concentration of reactant. Therefore, R to the power 0. And now we can write the equation like this: minus dr by dt is equal to, by taking a constant k, or you can take k naught also, k R to the power 0. Right, and now you see this in this equation, something power 0 becomes what? 1. Therefore, I am taking minus dr is equal to something power 0, 1. And this is multiplied to this, become k into d. Because R to the power 0, 1. And now, I am rearranging this equation. When you rearrange this equation, what it becomes? Means multiplying both with the negative or minus into minus plus, therefore dr is equal to minus k into dt. And now what I am doing, this equation, integrating the above equation. Above equation on both sides. When you integrate this equation on the both sides, then here you will get, so integration, this is integration dr, integration of dr, and here constant cannot be integrated. It is a rule of integration, integration of dt, and here there are some formulas are there for integration formulas. Just I am writing the formulas of integration and you will get very clear in the mathematics, but let us see some formulas. Integration of dx is equal to x, right, and integration of dt is equal to, we have t plus any constant like I am taking I. Integration of dt is equal to t plus I. Integration of 1 by x into dx is equal to what? Ln x. Ln x. So these are the some general formulas of integration, and based on this, integration of dx is equal to x, similar integration of dr is equal to what? R. And here constant cannot be integrated is written as it is. Integration of dt, here I have written the formula is what? Integration of dt is equal to what? T plus I. Therefore I am writing here t plus I. Just I am taking this as the equation number 1. Equation number 1 we are taking, and now I am taking at a time t is equal to 0 seconds. At 0, concentration of R becomes R naught, because it is the initial concentration. At t is equal to 0, we have initial concentration, that becomes what? R naught. And now these values are substituted in equation number 1. These values are substituting in the equation number 1. Therefore, in the place of R I am writing R naught. In the place of t we are writing 0 plus I. Now I is equal to what? You will get R naught. I is equal to what? R naught. Now this I value again substituting in equation number 1. I is equal to what? You got R naught. Therefore I am substituting in equation number 1. Therefore R is equal to minus k into t plus R naught. Minus k into t plus what? R naught. Now rearranging this equation, it becomes kt is equal to what? So this R value goes to that side. So therefore it becomes R naught minus R, and k is equal to R naught minus R by t. So this is the integrated rate equation for the zero order reaction. What is the integrated rate equation for zero order reaction? R naught minus R by t. So this is the final equation, and based on this we are drawing one graph here, right? I am taking the graph for this, that is zero order reaction. See what is the graph we are taking for the zero order reaction? Let us see, right? So from the equation number, you just take this one as equation number 2, right? What is the equation number 2? We have R is equal to minus k into t plus R naught. From equation 2, right? So what is the equation? R is equal to minus k into t plus R naught. Now this equation is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. So now I am taking the y and x values. So this is a y value we have concentration of R. Concentration of R, x value is time t. So the slope is negative, right? So negative slope we have. Slope is a minus k, is a negative, and intercept of this equation is, intercept of this graph is what? R naught. So remember, we are getting negative slope here. If you are getting a negative slope, that indicate, because there are so many questions are asking the graphs of the zero order reaction and first order reaction in the competitive exam. Remember, if you are getting a negative curve, negative slope containing curve, that indicates what? Zero order reaction. And based on this, we are also deriving, that is for the zero order reaction. Similarly, even for the first order reaction also, we are deriving the half-life of equation for the half-life of zero order reaction, and even for the first order reaction also. Let us see what is meant by the, that is half-life. First we used to see the definition for the half-life. Half-life of zero order reaction. half-life for the zero order reaction. The half-life we are taking here t half, denoted with the t half. What is meant by this half-life? The time required. It is the time required to decrease the initial concentration of reactants. It is the time required to decrease the initial concentration of the reactants to half of its value. It is the time required to decrease the initial concentration of reactant. For example, initially you are taking 100 moles per liter concentration, means to decrease it half value means 50 moles per liter. How much time is required? That time is called as what? Half-life. Either for the first order reaction or for the zero order reaction, it is same. The time required to decrease the initial concentration of the reactants to half of its value. To half of its value is called as what? Half-life of a reaction. Therefore, at half-life, time become t half, and final concentration becomes what? Half of initial concentration, because final concentration is becoming half. Therefore, we are taking R is equal to final concentration. R is equal to what? R naught by 2. So because the final concentration decreases to half of the initial value. So now from rate constant of zero order reaction, from the rate constant of the zero order reaction, what is the equation for the rate constant of zero order reaction? We have taken it R naught minus R by T. That equation I am taking now. What is the equation? K is equal to R naught minus R by T. And now these values, time is equal to half, R is equal to R naught by 2. These values I am substituting in this equation. Therefore, it will become K is equal to R naught minus R naught by 2. In the place of T, we are substituting T half. T half we are substituting. Now K is equal to, it becomes what? We are multiplying. It becomes 2R naught minus R naught by this multiplied to this also 2T half. 2R naught minus R naught by 2T half. And now I can also write here 2R naught minus R naught is equal to what? R naught. K is equal to, I am writing R naught by 2T half. R naught by 2T half, and I am taking here K is equal to, so that is T half is equal to, because we require a half-life, T half is equal to R naught by 2K. T half is equal to what? R naught by 2K. So with this equation we can write T half is directly proportional to what? R naught. T half is directly proportional to what? R naught. Therefore, we are writing here a sentence, that is the half-life of zero order reaction. This is very important point. Half-life of zero order reaction is directly proportional to the zero order, that is half-life of zero order reaction is directly proportional to the initial concentration of reactant or concentration of reactants. Directly proportional to what? Initial concentration of reactant. Means, for example, if the initial concentration of the reactant is increased, then the half-life value also increased. So this is the half-life equation for the zero order reaction. And here with this equation I can also write some more equation. T half 1 by T half 2 is equal to, we are writing the equation is what? R naught 1 by R naught 2. Right? So these are some more equations we have. What are the equation? Because the T half is directly proportional to R naught. Therefore, T half 1 is directly proportional to R naught 1. T half 2 is directly proportional to what? R naught 2. So these are the half-life equations we have for the zero order reaction. And what are the examples for the zero order reaction? There are so many examples we have for the zero order reaction. The main examples are enzyme catalyzed reaction. Enzyme catalyzed reaction. Enzyme catalyzed reactions comes under type of a zero order reaction. Enzyme catalyzed reaction and the decomposition of ammonia. Decomposition of ammonia on the platinum surface, like it is decomposed into the nitrogen plus hydrogen on the platinum surface. Not only this, we have one more example, that is thermal decomposition of hydrogen iodide. Thermal decomposition of the hydrogen iodide on a gold surface. On a gold surface, and it becomes hydrogen plus iodine. So these are the some examples. We have so many examples under zero order reaction. Some examples I am writing. The first one is enzyme catalyzed reaction, decomposition of ammonia, and also was decomposition of the hydrogen iodide on the gold surface. So these are all the some examples for the zero order reaction.